shapes my vengeance.
Welcome. Zone 5, Dragon Zone, which is the newest dragon, Black Dragon, which I like a lot. It will be a fun night, it will be a fun fight, because 4 alliances are going to be decide who will take the dragon. Of course, from my side, I'm from the Steel Hell Pirates. We're gonna try to succeed in our mission, which have been the winning in any circumstances, right? We have always tried to win. If not winning, at least we always try to have fun during the fights, right? So hopefully today will be the case and we are going to be the victorious, right? So let's see how fun in general the stream and in general the PvP gameplay will be in this case, right? We are moving and let's see how well our first fight will be, and hopefully we will end up victorious, right? Let's see. Let's hope that all these people here who are standing, who wants to fight, will be joining again and again, because I think fights are fun whenever it's a longer term. I don't like short term fights. I feel like short term fights are like useless, just farming some merits. So hopefully Zone 5 and Dragon is such a big reward that I hope that everybody will try to do their best, right? That's the way I hope everything will be. Right, we are moving. Let me check. Well, maybe I will even turn on a Race of Remedy for this fight especially. Let's see. I'm also interested. So our allies are K211. Our enemies are Seal and GPX, right? That's the main fight. And if you guys want to see, like in general, the power of the alliances, I'm gonna show you. Like GPX is the #1 power alliance, K211 is our allies, and Seal is the another enemy alliance. And we can see #5 alliance is here, and yeah, like we will try our best. Hopefully our best will be enough, right? Right, we are getting closer. Let me check. Yep. We are getting closer and closer, which is nice. Right, we are gathering. Yep, let's wait. We are getting there. Everybody is like kind of building at the same time, so I think that's the reason why it takes so much time to get to the battlefield. Let's see. Well, I'm almost there. Of course, I'm gonna use my best 3 March, which is the archer ones, right? As an archer main, still tier 4 player, unfortunately. Yeah, I think soon, well, you guys know that I started building a rally drum to 25, which means soon I'm gonna be there. It of course needs some time, but slowly we're gonna be there. Let me paste the stream in the Hall of Dragons Discord, because we want to have as much people as possible, simply because I think to watch in general Zone 5 dragon fights are most fun in my opinion. So hopefully more and more people will join, and we will see what's gonna happen. See. Hi, Elene. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome as well. Right, we are almost there, which is nice. So we are just simply waiting for the directions from the officers. Unfortunately, because I'm using streamers mode, I can't really see markers, so I'm kind of blind here. But well, at some point, I'm for sure know that I will see my ally members moving, so I'm just gonna follow, right? It should be another way how I can be successful in this kind of fights. Right. Yeah, because the amount of marches will be here. Generally, Call of Dragons lags at that time, so I'm trying my best to make the stream as nice to watch as possible, right? And hopefully, the longer we will be streaming, it will be better for me especially, right? Because I want to get merits, and of course, I want to get dragon, right? Not only for rewards. It's the first changed dragon, which is the black dragon, right? The first one in Call of Dragons, and I think this one looks better than any of them so far. So I want to be the one who will take it, of course. But it's extra fun when I know that we are 5th power alliance in our KVK. So it's kind of really, really funny, right? Now we are here. Maybe we are waiting until the tower will be built, right? How long? Let's check. Yeah, 42 minutes. Yeah, I'm not really sure if it will take 42 minutes. I think like enemies should go by themselves. I can't even look at our legions, right? This is our allies, this is our enemies. So we are just waiting for our enemies to take a move because our allies are building tower toward their direction. So yeah, let's wait. I think any second here should be a lot of fun. All right. Some movement here and there, like people are still gathering. I think, yeah, this fight, I think everybody will start to use Race of Remedy, in my opinion. So it's not a really big secret that I'm gonna use it also, right? As a tier 4 player, any chance I will have to be stronger than enemies, I should kinda use it. Plus, I have my favorite mana stone for PvP, which is the HP mana stone. And yeah, hopefully yeah. Let's see. Let's wait. Let's wait. Our allies are kinda gathering towards the direction. We are here standing, so it's like 2 versus 2 Dragon Zone fight, right? I can see our allies are kinda moving toward the front. Maybe they want them to be attacked, but GPX is actually moving towards our direction, right? They are actually moving towards our direction, which means this is the perfect time for me to just turn on Race of Remedy, right? Or they are just standing. Yeah, no, they are moving. They are moving. Let's go, guys. Let's go. This should be easy.
Balance dwells within my heart.
Let's go. Nice. I think our allies will be fighting against Seal, right? That's the alliance, the name. And we will be fighting against the strongest alliance in our KVK, right? That's the reality. They are the highest power alliance in our KVK, so it means they are kind of strongest, right? Like it's not only, of course, it's not always about who has the highest power, but they have highest power and they are full alliance, right? So it's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal. So since we have Race of Remedy, I think this fight should be really easy for me to manage, because I know how much kills I'm actually getting during the PvP of SHPz, right? Yeah, nice. Of course, at first we're gonna roll down the infantry, so we're gonna have like free time to deal damage to backline. That's always the case. But sometimes we have to understand that these infantries are using the trap, which is the, I don't know, kinda OP for infantries. I'm not sure about other troop types, but Yeah, sometimes it feels like, especially if infantry player will just stand there, and if you are not really checking, yeah, unfortunately my Magrot gets stuck there, but that's fine. Just gonna use another one. Yeah, I got too confident against these tier 5 players. They are actually targeting pretty well. But yeah, like my town is not really far away, which means I will be using my Magrot and Zaida really soon. Yo, Yasin, welcome, my friend. Yeah, as you can see, Zone 5 fights. This should be really fun. Let's see how well we are going to perform, right? Unfortunately, today I went in a surgery. Why? What happened, my friend? What happened? What kind of surgery? Is everything fine? Hopefully everything is fine. Nice. We got some mage targets. Soon I'm gonna bring back my Magrot and Zaida, which is important. Yet again, yeah. Like whenever tier 5 players are attacking you, like that's super a lot. I have no idea. Like they like to follow their targets, which is really interesting. They actually love to follow, which is not a good idea for them, because whenever you are following with mages or something like that, generally you are the one who is getting targeted. So basically, I think that's not really smart to just follow people whenever you are targeting someone, even if you are tier 5 player, because I don't know, that's like one big mistakes which I can see when people are making during the fights, like such as I'm getting targeted, I'm moving back. Unfortunately, we don't have enough infantry here, I guess. This is more of a mage fight, but that's fine. We're gonna look at the different targets, which will be always the archers, right? If there is no infantry, we can always go back and target archers. That's always a nice target for archer player, for myself, right? Like every single thing which you can deal damage whenever you are just not really moving around, it's generally the best target for archer players. That's my idea. So whenever I see cavalry, infantry moving around, I always want to just target it, because yeah, lowest amount of range on the battlefield, that's not really the great idea. Yeah, finally we have our caps. Our caps are flying, so now they will have to move their attention towards something else. Yep. I guess, yeah, my Magrot needs some time to come back to the fight. Yeah, we are basically fighting without the strongest PvP hero in the game right now, so I should really be cautious not to lose this legion, because the whole idea of my 3 March is that we are buffing Magrot and Zaida, right? So if Magrot and Zaida is not here, we are having a little problem. I went into an accident while I was riding my bike. There is a car that came out from nowhere and I hit me. My leg was hurting me for a week. We went to the doctor. He gave me... Yeah, drive safe, my friend. Drive safe. Especially when you are driving motorcycle. Yeah, like... This is the one driving, I don't know, machine which I never had interest. If you like it, just be careful, right? Like, I'm glad that everything is fine. I'm glad that you are here on this stream, right? Even though you have a bad knee, I guess, right? But yeah, just be safe, my friend. Safety is the most important. Alright, let's bring Magrot and Zaida finally to the mix. And yeah, it was pretty obvious that at some point we would push the GPX back, for sure. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Nice. I think we can really move up right now, because it's like the free target for us. Whenever we see the infantry players standing there, it's always great. It's nice. Let's move up a little bit. Of course, because of the lot of legions around, it's little lags here and there, but that's totally fine. Most important here is that we are actually dealing damage to backline, which is really good. Yeah, Race of Remedy will do its job for sure. That's why sometimes when I'm using Race of Remedy, I can be a little bit more aggressive than I generally are. Yeah, Heart of Kamasi will be used. It will buff a lot of my ally members. That's good. I think I can move up a little bit more. Nice. since my alliance is moving forward, I think I should be moving forward too, right? This is a team game. Like, sometimes people actually forget that this is a team game, not a solo gameplay game. Generally, that's the cavalry players who like to go on a solo runs. They think that is all about the solo gameplay, but that's not the reality, right? That's not reality. I think we should really push them back. It's a good way because they are not organized. They don't have infantry. So I think this is a great way to show them that we are here for fight. Thanks, I will be safe, and I was. That's great. Yeah, sometimes it's not even your fault, Yasin. I'm not really saying drive safe because it was your fault. I'm just saying drive safe because I know how people are recklessly driving in general, right? It might not be even your fault, but because of somebody else's mistake, you might get hurt. So that's the why I always try to educate of just don't trust somebody else because you never know who is driving from their like other side, right? Well, that's the first fight against GPX. Right? Yeah. That's the first one. Which was really interesting in my eyes. I think our allies are doing absolutely amazing well. They are also pushing them back. I guess we are moving back. That's fine. I will have some time to heal my troops. Plus, I went to the Dragon Zone, of course, being like having empty hospital, that's like mandatory, right? So this is like a main fighting zone for us. Yeah, that's nice, that's cool. I guess if we are kinda staying here, not allowing them to push. Yeah, I think we still have a lot of road to cover in terms of towers and buildings, unfortunately. Yeah, Yasin, like that's my idea. It's not only about your like your knowledge of how to drive. Like you never know who is driving from the different side, right? I'm not even saying like if somebody is drunk or something, just the skills, right? Maybe somebody from your other side of the car, he or she just started learning or just learned the driving skills, right? I think in general you learn how to drive during the practice, like when you are actually driving. Like in my eyes, there is not a single test in the world which can teach you how to drive the car. You should actually go out and drive, right? That's the idea I have. So our allies are even destroying the seal, right? This is our next enemy, or it's the GPX. It's GPX, yeah. It was actually quite interesting in my eyes. So yeah, I think Dragon Zone looks fun in my KVK. This looks absolutely fun. Yeah, I have like only one regret, and that's the one regret I have is that my Magrot and Zaida died unnecessarily. And even though Magrot and Zaida died like in first couple of seconds of the fight, still the most merits, right? Still the most merits. Right, it's pretty interesting what's going on here. Yeah, unfortunately we are not really able to be in a warband with the K211. But yeah, let's see. This is the Dragon Zone, this is the fights. We are actually gathering here, so I will move my troops toward this bridge. Maybe we're just gonna stand on this bridge and won't gonna allow them to cross. Unfortunately, I don't know. I can't see markers. So, that might be the case, right? Right? Our allies are doing fine. They are having way closer fight than we did against Seal. But I think, like, honestly, they should come back, because if they will give us time to just build here, connect the roads, teleport our legions, yeah, that should be not that fun for them, because it will be faster for us to just refill the legions, right? Just to refill the legions. Right, everything is looking nice, everything cool. Unfortunately, everybody is avoiding to fight us. That's the reality so far, which we can see. They prefer to attack K211. I have no idea why. We are the 5th power alliance in our KVK, so it's kind of strange in my eyes. It's kind of strange, not gonna lie. But it is what it is, right? At some point they will have to fight against us because, well, we're gonna attack, guys. If you are not going to fight, we're gonna attack. Yeah, they are having a lot of troubles against like only fighting with our allies, which is really funny actually. All right. Let's see. Well, I think our allies are getting more attention because their tower is a lot closer than ours, and that's the reality. More. Right, yeah. So let's see, right? Let's see. Maybe at some point, if our allies will start to lose, I guess we will just interfere here. Maybe it's my Magrot is already here. Plus I have Race of Remedy. I think it should be a good idea for us to help out our allies. Because they are slowly having some troubles. You know why? Because they are over pushing, which they should not really do. They were doing fine. They were just defending, so I have no idea why they decided to just... Pretty weird, but I guess they know better. This is the whole fight currently, which we are having in the game, in the Zone 5. Yeah, we won our first fight, which was pretty small. I came back, sorry for leaving you while you were talking. No problem, Yasin, no problem. Like, take care of you. You need to take care of your leg, your health. I will try to stream for longer today, because it's like Zone 5, right? Dragon, come on. Like, as long as fights will continue, I will try to stream, so you will have a lot of chances to join the stream whenever you can, so no problems. Yeah, I think K211 overpushed. I have no idea if they needed to do this, but by the way, they are a lot closer in terms of towers here. I think we had like toughest road to enter the Zone 5 because we had to take Spire, and taking Spire is basically wasting 1 hour. Like, you always prefer to waste your 1 hour with building towers, right? Whenever the pass is opened, so yeah, pretty awkward, to ask me. From your alliance members, which one do you think performing better, Mu Sandalin or Thalia? Zlarex, Mu, my friend. Mu is the most overpowered hero in the game, and like, if you want to pair Mu with Sandalin, that will be better. Mu with Thalia, that will be like more. So I think it doesn't really matter what you are going to pair Mu with, you're gonna get a lot of merits. Actually, like, I have seen Musyang with Urag making 100k merits. I have seen Musyang with Zaida, Musyang Magrot, Musyang Lilia, Musyang Sandalin. What else? Musyang Skogul was doing fine. Musyang Goresh was doing fine. So basically, we in Season 3 we have a hero which is the best one so far, with my own experience, with the fights with my alliance members. That's the best one. The stream is lagging. Actually, Yasin, I see no drops. So from my side, it's fine. People are playing Muthia. Actually, I have no idea why Muthia should be good. You know why? Like, just that's like too defensive, right? I think Musyang can actually deal a lot of damage, especially if she's awakened. So I think if you're gonna pair Musyang with any PvP hero, that will be great. Each second it stops. Well, that's not good. You know why? Because on my OBS it says I don't have a frame drops. I'm kind of fine. Hey George, at least live in my timing. No, I did not miss. I was just checking my OBS because like I was trying to see if the lags are from my side or from Yasin, for example, right? Yeah, I think Yasin is from your side because I don't see any problems. You missed my chat again. Well, no. Yeah, Linto said no drops. I'm glad because of, like, finally I don't see any drops. Is that hide chat a new feature? Yeah, it's like actually a streamer's mode. You can actually see here in the settings. You're gonna go to customization, and whenever you're gonna go down, that's the streamer's mode, which means when you're gonna have this enabled, you are hiding chats, markers on the map. So basically, whenever you are actually making content, that's a really good addition to the game, which I think should have been here for before, right? Yeah, hopefully, well, that's the thing I said. I think our allies just overpushed, and right now they have to get back. But yeah, I think this is really fun, right? Well, at some point, if we're gonna win it really easily, well, not gonna lie, then we're gonna just fight, right? Congratulations for 5 million merits. Thank you, 5.1, yeah. Linto, yes, we are really close. I'm gonna show you. So basically, this is the Dragon Zone, right? These are our allies, and these two are our enemies, and we are here. And for the better perspective, guys, I'm gonna show you in terms of numbers, right? So basically, our enemies are GPX, which is the number one alliance in terms of power, and Seal. And still have Pirates, which is my alliance. We are allied with Nexus, which is K211. So basically, 2 versus 2, right? And if we're gonna compare powers, I think we are having the lowest power out of any. So basically, I don't have markers, but when I saw my ally members moving, I have to move with myself, right, guys? Yeah, hopefully, finally, we're gonna see some fights. Unfortunately, Kinara and Indies are a little bit wounded because of the first fights, but hopefully, because we have a Race of Remedy still for 21 minutes, it will be enough for me to heal them up, which is really good. Yep, let's move. This should be the fight. This is nice scene, we can see everything here. And yeah, hopefully this time Marot and Zaida won't gonna die in like a couple of seconds, and we will have enough time to actually get merits, right? George, when you are free to play and you have tier 4 only, can you join any elite raid in season 3 or season 4? Well, actually, I have joined almost every single elite raids, but the difference is something else. It's not about tier 4, it's about how many tier 5s are already inside the layer, and then you're gonna decide if there is like 20, 25, 30 tier 5s. I think 10 tier 4s being inside, it won't gonna do anything bad. You know what I mean? So it's not about tier 4, it's about how many tier 5s are there actually, right? Yeah, I guess, guys, you can see how fun this little push will happen. And yeah, let me focus here. Plus we have a Race of Remedy turned on, so this is K11, right? Or no? Yeah, no, this is all our enemies, which means we should be targeting them here. Yep, this is all our enemies. Nice. I guess we are going for builders, right? We are going for builders, which is really obvious. We want to intercept them because they are kind of faster in terms of like Dragon Zone. They are like missing 2 or 3 towers more and they will be clear. So we have to intercept. So let's go, let's do our job. Right now my alliance's job is to clear the builders, which we're gonna do in the best of our abilities. Have you tried Mage Maidens? Yeah, I have tried with normal mages because I'm a Wilderberg. Actually, it did fine. I was getting yellow merits. I did not get like super amazing amount, but 50, 20k, 25k was the normal occasion for the mages. So yeah, I think it actually works with normal ones also, in my opinion. That's the beauty of Maggot and Zaida, right, guys? Like, the amount of damage and heals you are getting, it actually works with almost everything. Yeah, I think somebody is actually trying to target me, but I'm focused on my builder destruction, right? But of course, since 11 members are actually targeting me there, I need to move back. Yeah, let's just move back. Yeah, finally, no more targets. I think we need to clear this infantry super fast. Yeah, we did our job. We cleared the builders, and I think right now, if we're gonna target these archers, that should be fine. Yeah, the amount of troops are around the battlefield is amazing, right? Let's move. I just want to have, if you're just gonna stand there and attack, actually, this is really rough, guys, but thankfully my Maggot and Zaida is fine. Let's just deal damage to this archer, please, guys. Am I the only one who is doing that? Finally, no more targets. Finally, no more targets. Yeah, this was really, I don't know, like, what would you guys call this push from our side? Maybe, what's the English word? Overconfident? Maybe? What do you guys think? Was it overconfident? I think it was overconfident. Because we didn't really have too much infantry there. So, yeah, that was overconfident. Better than Waldir and Velin? Well, depends, right? Depends. I think if you are winning fights, Waldir and Velin is better because you can actually deal damage to multiple targets at the same time. But if you are in a losing fights and you are kind of surviving, you kind of prefer to have Maggot and Zaida because of the heals. Yeah, that's the main difference. For winning fights, Waldir and Velin for sure, more damage, because you are dealing damage to more targets. That's basically it. But for like a single target damage, for surviving, for fighting longer, I think Maggot and Zaida with mages are really nice. Hopefully we're gonna see at least one infantry from our side, because we are just running here. Maybe we're gonna stand here. Alright, let's check. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep the bridge. I hope they will continue, right? Yeah, they are actually yep.
Watch your step. You learn to fear me.
Let's this is perfect, guys. This moment when you are just standing still, just attacking, this is perfect for archers, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a lot of merits from the Maggot and Zaida. I'm confident. Not only us, they are also using Ways of Remedy. Yeah, the amount of damage Maggot just got, I just saw it. He just dropped from the full HP. Come on, what's the case here? Yeah, I think we got hit by the multiple artifacts, and I think both of the alliances are attacking us right here. Let's move back a little bit more. We are just too far to refill, guys. We are just too far to refill. That's the key here. Our tower is still building. We still not a small distance away. But since I'm dealing damage to these mage players, I'm gonna stand and deal damage. I don't really care. I have Rays of Remedy, then when I had, like, yeah, 23k merits, right? That's the amount, of course, simply because we got Maggot and Zaida lost pretty fast, I would say. Yeah, 23 is nice. George, can you show your profile frames when you are done fighting, please? Love from K211, keep going. Amazing, guys. We have been seeing you fighting against GPX. That was easy, by the way. Yeah, we are getting there, guys. Like, a couple of towers more. We're gonna teleport closer, and then the real fight will start there. So yeah, more fun will be there. Yeah, for the frames, right? I generally don't go for like, this is not my hobby to collect frames. So you can see Yasin. But actually my alliance have took every single one of them. Like my members have that, but I generally don't go there. Like you can see the elite ones, right? The dragon here. This is the another ones. Yeah, I think my alliance is one of the weakest in terms of behemoth defeats, because we are generally fighters. And whenever my leader is asking people to join for behemoths, that's the time when there is the lowest amount of online for my alliance, right? Which is really funny. Alright, we are getting closer. Let me see how close is the tower. Yeah, 40 minutes. 40 minutes and we're gonna be this close, and yeah, that should be like way more fun, because a lot of my alliance members are traveling quite a far distance, guys, right? You can see this is like 3 or 4 minutes of moving, so enemies and K211 is refilling their legions way faster. That's the main difference right now, right? But yeah, hopefully we're just gonna group up right now and go there. Try Mage Magzay World Run if possible. Yeah, I can. I have a lot of troops. I actually have like 1.1 million mages, so I can easily do that. You know, like I have one question for you. If we are trying your build for you, right? Like for example, I'm using Walder and Welin with the Phoenix Eye, right? Which is a level 5. And I have another mage artifact, which is offensive and kinda nice, which is Mirage Orb, level 2. I have Tear of Arbon, which is level 5. So which artifact would you like me to equip Mage Margot and Zaida? What would be your choice? Many people don't like PvE. PvE, our Season 2 enemies had same issue, low activity for PvE, but good activity for PvP. Same, Linto, like, I think it was like 2 days ago, my leader was screaming, we were doing like Necro Giant Elite, and only 25 members actually arrived, so it was not good. So yeah, I'm gonna equip. Yeah, my alliance members are flying here. Yeah, since we are waiting for these guys to go home, I think I can send Walder and Welin, right? 5-minute walk. You know, that's what I mean, guys. 5-minute walk. That's not really low amount. So Margaret and Zaida, right? With the mages. That's Satyrs. We don't gonna use Gilded Crossbow, we're gonna use Mirage Orb, which we have a high star, and Sand Lizard, right? Sand Lizard. What other mage? Maybe I'm gonna use this one. What you guys think? Or should I just keep this Sand Lizard, guys? Maybe I should, right? I'm just gonna use this Sand Lizard. I know Chain Strike is not mage skill, but at least we're gonna get heals, right? Would you guys agree? At least we're gonna get heals. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, we are not close. Yeah. This is the reason why I love to be close to Battlefield, guys. We are kinda missing these fights because my town is not so close. We're gonna wait for like 4 minutes until we're gonna join this fight. This is really unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna equip Sand Lizard, for sure. Let's wait. Well, I think running mages for me will be super chill in this occasion, because generally when I fight with archers, I kinda sometimes sweat. That's how I look at the archer gameplay sometimes. And whenever I'm turning to the mage ones, yeah, it's a lot easier, guys. It's much easier to actually fight with mages than archers, for sure. Right, maybe I have some things to buy from me. Search. Generally like this one because I will go for it soon. I think I should get this one. Meanwhile, maybe while we are waiting for this one, maybe I will have like Streamer's Luck and get good stats and slots for my Barbed Manticore. Let's see. Streamer's Luck, come on. At least one legendary. No. Let's claim this one, and yeah, this is the fight. Yeah. These ones are our allies, K211. We are here, but we are waiting for the Magrot and Zaida and the Walder and Welin to arrive for us to participate. Archers keep sand. Yeah, I'm using sand. Archers are hard to position. Yeah, that's the reason. Plus, whenever we don't have a backline, you know, like the space where we can go back and fight, like our alliance territory, for example, or our towns, because our territory is quite far from the battlefield, we are still here. It's really rough to play as an archer whenever there is a long distance to fight, right? It's a big battlefield, so this is the sole reason why I think mages should be really better in this kind of fight for me. Alright, let's see. We are, how much time? Yeah, 3 minutes, approximately 3 minutes, and this my marches will be closer. This should be our allies, right? KO, yep, our allies are... This is really fun. Like, I was expecting that GPX was like a lot more stronger. Might be like the strongest one, but they are having like a big troubles. Even defeating K211, which is, I don't know, interesting. GPX is building tower, already really close. Yep. That's the battlefield so far. Is your alliance low on resources to build flags? No. We were just late. We had to take Spire on our location, which is like 1 hour, and 1 hour is like 1 extra tower, right? George, are you going to try cabs? There is a lot of free-to-play players that are going to have 1 cab unit. Well, I think at first I'm using always my #1 troop, which is archers. My secondary #1 troop, like my secondary troop type is mages. So now it's time for my mage gameplay, right? Whenever I don't have my mages, troops, and archers, then I sometimes use my Emrys and Bakshi, which is not really as strong enough to do a lot of things. Maybe I will just use them like once or twice, that's it. Generally, my main merits are from archers and some mages. That's the main part. Maybe I have to turn down sound a little bit. Yeah, Walder is close. I think Magrot will be... Yeah, Magrot is coming too. Yeah, let's see. Well, I think my alliance, for example, here, this tower is almost built, right? Yeah. In 7 minutes, this tower will be built, and the next one will be somewhere here, I guess, and we are, like, really close. But maybe we're gonna try this thing again from this side. Who knows? Maybe. I'm gonna show you guys who is the #1 merit in our KVK. Obex is there, but we are rooting for Off. Off is our friend, Off is our alliance member. We are rooting for him, and hopefully he will be the #1 at the end of this KVK. Well, it depends on us, right? If we're gonna be winners, he should be #1. If we're gonna lose, it will be hard. How many you killed with Mag Zay? Let me check. It will be, well, Magrot was the late acquisition for my account. You remember how late I got Magrot, so it might have less troops killed. But yeah, like time recruited 11/30/2024, which is November, right? In November, December, January, February. Yeah, 5 months, right? 5 months. 50 million. Zaida I had longer. That's why, yeah, I had longer, so I have more merits. But because Nico and Kinara was my like first hero pair which I have ever made, not a surprise, I have 30 million kills, right? But this is how epic Magrot and Zaida is. I have Kinara for 2 years, I have 30 million PvP kills. I have Zaida for like not even 1 year, and I have already half, more than half. So yeah. Yeah, by the way, I can check even Waldir, right? 29 million kills from Waldir, and Welin should be same, right? 28. 28. Little bit more. So yeah, basically the mages are here. This fight should be a lot easier. The number 1 and number 2 players for Merits are kicking their... Yep. But I'm personally, I'm rooting for Off, which is our ally, our member. We are rooting for Off. Great guy. 29 million merits, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot. And Zone 5 fights just started. That's really a lot. It's not a small amount. Right? I think our allies are doing amazingly well, in my eyes. But it will be tough for them because enemies are really, really close in terms of towns. But our allies' tower should be completed really fast, by the way. You have 5 million merits and you are only this. Yep. You can see how much people are actually generating. Well, if I was tier 5, I would be 100% in top 50 or something. Top 100, 100%. But yeah, it's not only about tier 5. You should have a lot of resources to resource heal. That's a lot of resources, guys. That's a huge amount of resources. Alright, I guess we are keeping this bridge, so nobody will back attack our allies, and the main fight is happening here. Unfortunately, we are a little late, but I think our allies are doing amazingly well in this fight. Yeah. Let me check, maybe I should really heal my troops. SHPz, I went and faced the tier 5, immediately quitted. Yeah. Like, 1 versus 1 against tier 5 guys, not a great idea. Not a great idea. Yeah, there's the fight. Not even a beast. Like, not even a beast, Linto. Any single time I feel like tier 5 is attacking me, I just want to scream and go back. That's all I want to do. Honestly. Yeah, I think our allies are doing fine. What you guys think? They are doing fine. I wish our tower was really close to this fight. Yeah, I guess Seal is defending. Seal is not really fighting. They are defending, and the main fight is against GPX and K211. Yes, Seal is now coming towards our... Finally some PvP gameplay, guys. Finally some PvP gameplay. Why feed them merits? Yeah. George, when you unlock tier 5, you are going to change all of your tier 4s to tier 5s, right? But when you do that and finish it, you will keep training tier 4s, right? And it change them into tier 5s. Well, actually, you know what's my strategy? Whenever I will unlock tier 5, first tier 5 will be for sure archers, right? And I will try my best to get my archers to tier 5 as fast as possible. Then I will wait for like Great Hates event, right? I will save my speed ups for the training, and I will try to get a legendary city team, right? That's how I'm gonna do it. But in general, for like everyday gameplay, I think, yeah, I will keep recruiting tier 4s, and for some events such as Brink of War, Great Hates, and even some Strongest Lords, I will just try to upgrade tier 4s from tier 5s. So you are right. That's what I'm gonna do. I will just try my best to, like, whenever I'm gonna unlock, I will upgrade these archers. I will keep all of these tier 4s, and when the Great Hates or some cool event will come, then I will just upgrade them, because this is the most power I will be able to get in that moment, right? Right, I think our infantry wanted to try the luck. So yeah, so I'm trying to show all the battlefield to not to miss anything, because I'm on a streamer's mode, which means I don't see any markers or something, right? Yeah, like if you want to get, of course, I want to get legendary city skin, right? Who does not? It's super hard for a low spender and free to play player, right? So this is the strategy I made for myself, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm pretty sure, Yasin, you will be here, and you will be here, and you will see that that's what I'm gonna do whenever I'm gonna unlock tier 5, and which gonna happen soon already, I think, because I already started my rally drum 25, which is nice. Right, since GPX is pushing our allies a little bit more, that's why Seal moved up. So let's see. This should be really fun. Inshallah. Yeah, yes, brother. Yeah. Alright. Let's see who's gonna make the first move from our bridge. Two bridge fight. That might be the name how we can call this stream and this fight right now. But yeah, let's wait. Who's gonna make first move? It's good that we are using mages here. We're gonna thank Thrillex because of that. I'm thinking of gaming Rally Beacon, but I have not completed economy research yet. Yeah, like you will not be able to complete economy tree anyways until the full, because you will need Rally Beacon, not even Rally Beacon. In order for you to finish economy tree until the full, you have to have research building to 25. And if you don't have Rally Beacon 25, you won't gonna be able to upgrade your research building from 24 to 25. So yeah, I think last huge amount of gems I have spent in this game was for treaties. I have no idea. I have gathered 5k arrows by simple gameplay, actually, by just defeating Darklings. Yeah, for some people, like rallying forts are harder. It was harder for me. For some people, Darkling and arrows are harder. So basically, you want to just get this watchtower and rally beacon to 25 to stop spending your gems on that, right? That should be the main priority. After you spend your gems on that and they are 25, you can spend your gems however you want, basically, because you did it the most important. Right, let's hope our fight will start soon too. But yeah, it's nice that our ally members, my alliance members, are still moving. So more infantry we're gonna have, it will be better. So maybe we're gonna thank Thrillex here because we are using mages. I think it will be better to use mages, but unfortunately, guys, we don't have Race of Remedy anymore. Yeah, that's the not good part. We don't have Race of Remedy anymore. So we are kinda allowing our allies to fight 1 versus 1, because if we are not keeping this bridge, they would go from here and win the fight, basically. So I think if they want to push us out, they should be ones who attack. But I think we have way more infantries here than them. That's what I can see. Let's see. I'm excited. You can see it in my voice. I'm really excited. This is good enough. For 8 build, this ball seems to be small. Is that a low activity hour? No, we are not just going for a full strength. That's the simple reality. Whenever we're gonna match the territory here, you're gonna see the full amount. And yeah, basically, difference is easy, right? We are not full alliance. We are 128 members. All of them who are our enemies and our allies has way more members than us, in like if you're gonna go for quantity. But in our KVK, in this KVK, almost every single fight we fought, we kinda won. Zone 2 against Genesis and MM, which was basically 2 versus 1, and at that point, Genesis was #1 power alliance. We won against them really easily in 2.5 days. So, this is another test for us. Still, we are the lowest amount in terms of members, but let's see, right? Let's see. In game that they give a season long range warfare or they removed it. In season 3 we don't have long range warfare. I think next KVK it might come back. Like as I expected, long range warfare will be a seasonal thing. Like there will be a one season without long range and another season with long range, right? So if this season is without long range, I think next one will be with long range. So I guess next season for archers, a lot of fun gameplay. Wait, are we losing this fight or we are building? Yeah, we are building. K211 is building. This will be a hard fight for them to keep them away and meanwhile build tower, basically. I mean, I just finished season 2. Do we get long range warfare? Don't remember that. I think in season 2, yes, I had long range warfare in 2 KVKs. I think season 2, I fought like 4 KVKs, and 2 was with long range warfare and 2 was without. So if your last KVK was without, next one might be with long range. That's the pattern, you know? One will be without, one will be with. In my opinion, season 3 is the most fun so far. You know why? Because we have timeless treasury, we have a lot of free elixir and free healing. That's the reason why. And finally, we can see enemies are kinda moving, guys. So relax, I will try my best to fight properly, so you will have a good understanding how well mages will be with Magrot and Zaida and Walder and Welin. Both of them are tier 4, Mana Stone is HP, you saw the hero pairs, you saw the war pets, and you saw the artifacts, right? Let's be safe, let's be chill. Their infantry is getting destroyed, I can't even click. That's how fast they are dying. Right, I think this will be nice target for my artifacts. Both of them, yeah. This infantry just teleport on my head, which you might not always like to see, but it is what it is. Yeah, dimensional duel. I will just target the backline at this point. This should be the better idea, because they are actually standing together. And for my Walder and Welin, when they are standing together, there is nothing better, in my opinion. Let's not move up, let's not move. I moved up for a second and tier 5 power just smashed. Yeah, I'm just trying to use my range. Yep. I like to always punish archers whenever I'm playing mages. I don't know. I know what it feels to be archer, that's maybe why. Yeah, this is nice targets, we are dealing damage to mages. Yeah, nice target. Let's see. Yeah, this is a winning fight. We might be low amount of troops, guys, but we are really powerful. That's the idea of our alliance. We are not full because we don't want AFK members, we don't want farmers in our alliance. We only want fighters, so every single season we are looking for fighters. We are not accepting like farmers as a new recruitment. There have been seasons when we did not recruit anybody and we only made some people leave because we only wanted to build the PvP alliance. PvP alliance means that we know how to fight with each other. Like, for example, I have said it many times, my alliance is not really amazing in terms of infantry. We have one of the best mage players. They know how to fight, they know what to buy, what to increase. Yeah, that's why whenever we have free time to attack the enemy backline, I'm always confident that we're gonna do well. This is my reserve. We are getting targeted, let's move back. We want to test how well we're gonna do. Unfortunately, we don't have Race of Remedy. Our enemy might have it, so that might be the reason why we won't gonna get a lot of merits, but still, I will try my best, right? I will try my best. This is pretty nice fight. This is we are fighting for such a long time because we are using mage. It's right here. If I was archer, I'm pretty confident it would be super hard for me to deal damage. Like, honestly, it would not be that easy. Alright, they are really low at one point. Let's see. This is not the end of this fight, trust me guys. Let's wait. Yeah, want to get targeted. This is how we fight generally. Move back, move. It's obvious. One or two infantry and that's it. Yeah, fortunately Walder got hit quite well. Let's see. I think I'm standing here because if we're gonna turn around, this is the spot. That's actually a nice spot. Because I can actually deal damage to this guy, which is moving up for no reason. We're gonna be there soon, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get targeted. Yeah, it was obvious. I could see it. But yeah, like, you can see the difference. Walder is almost done and how long still, like, Mage, Maggot and Zaida managed to fight, right? That's the reason why this hero pair is great, because you can actually survive for a long time. Let's just tank it at this point. If the Maggot will use Mirage Orb, will be great, but yeah. So yeah, that's the merits we got. Pretty close, right? Pretty close. But it was a losing fight. If it was a winning fight, I'm pretty sure Walder and Welin would be able to get more merits. Let me check how close are we. We actually built. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna TP here, it will be great, right? Yep. Let's TP here. Let's wait until the souls will go home and I will be able to teleport closer. And we will be able to gather up faster, I guess. Plus, I have not even used my Timeless Treasury in this week, which will be 90 hours, right? And I'm just gathering merits, right? I'm just gathering merits. This one should be gettable. Like, generally, whenever you are getting good amount of merits, try to get all the pet skills from the merit store. Why not? It's free, kinda. Mages to archers is a bad trade, I believe. Yeah, it can be bad because you are still getting a lot of counter-attack damage. But at some point, whenever enemy archer is just overstepping, you want to punish them because you are making them feel that every single time if you just move up a little bit, you will get punished. So this is like a mind battle, you know, whenever you are fighting against like same alliance for a long time. Like whenever archers know that if Jay gonna make one mistake, they will die. Trust me, archers will play more cautiously. Alright, I'm just gonna send like 1 more minute and I'm just gonna teleport closer so I will be able to fight in a better position. Right, yeah. Still managed to move them back. Nice. We got back our territory, which we kinda lost, which was near bridge, right? We started the fight here and we are yet again here. Yeah, thanks for likes, everybody. It means a lot. It's like the most thing you could do for me is to just watch the content and like the streams and the videos. So I'm really thankful. Just keep doing it. It was not that impressive, maybe Celestial fact. Well, if we are comparing like Celestials and the normal mages, we should not even compare. Celestials are the ones which are the best ones for Maggot and Zaida mages, for sure. Like there is only one question, which would be the perfect artifact, Like, I have even seen TR of Arbon gameplay, and trust me, that's good. TR of Arbon gameplay with defensive stat, that's really good. So that's like normal mages. It wouldn't be like a lot of merits, it would be like average merits. So it was like 50k, so it's kinda average. Alright, since should we use like let me use Walder and like Maggot and Zaida like this one more time alone. Where's Zaida? Plus we have a precision talent tree we should not forget. I will use one more time. Plus I'm a lot closer to the front line, so I don't need to wait like 5 minutes in order for me to get there. Like 1.5 minutes is enough. I'm thinking of investing on Magzai as a mage main. Use Steph this. Well, honestly, if you are a mage player, and do you have a most like do you have Thandalin Awakened, for example? Thandalin? I'm gonna use that. I saw your comment. So are you using Thandalin during the fights, Drelex? I'm gonna send with the TR of Arbon. I'm gonna send with TR of Arbon. Wait. Easy.
Whoever made this must have loved a good fight.
TR of Arbon.
Whoever made this must have loved a good fight.
Mages. Let's go. No problem. I have Thandalin 5253 and Mu is 5511. Thalia 5111. Honestly, if you kind of fight with archers too as a mage player, you should be fine. Are you using wyverns now in fights? No, Linto, not yet. Wyverns are like last one. At first I will use archers, mages, and then the last one will be wyverns. Or in some cases, like every single time you're gonna see me running in Dissentara, I'm using wyverns with in Dissentara generally. So Drelex, my main advice for you would be, if you generally like to play with archers too as a mage player, I think Maggot and Zaida is like the best in general for archers in general, like hero which have ever we got. And in general, like for PvP, that's the most OP hero pair, right? So if you're gonna invest your legendary tokens with Maggot and Zaida, it's impossible for you to do a bad job with them, right? But in my opinion, right now, since you have already have Thandalin, like at least 5253, right? Just get Musyang. Trust me. Get Musyang and try to invest in Musyang, because I don't know, like every single hero pair which you're gonna pair Musyang with will be really impressive, trust me. Like, wait. Look at this. Would you say like Musyang would be great for cavalry whenever she got announced, right? No. Musyang with Urag, guys. Musyang with Urag. Not bad. She's actually not bad, right? Musyang with Urag. Let me check. Musyang with Urag also, 62k merits. What else? What else? Like, come on. I have already seen like Musyang with Thandalin, like 60k average, 65, like 85k. Like, generally, that's the average people are getting. Like, basically, every single hero pair which you're gonna use with Musyang will perform well. That's the fact. So, yeah, Margaret is here. I will try to play more safe, actually. I will just try to be more safe. These fights. Right, alright. Alright, I'm just gonna do something. I'm just gonna refresh the router because I